Still works. Learning game programming. But I'm actually going to learn it. There's no reaction. I'm just going to actually do some programming. Yeah. I stopped saying coding. We're going to learn some game programming. I actually learned some. I stopped saying coding because, let's see, learning game program. Or here, we'll do this. We'll change this. We'll change this to be more like this is there like that, right? That's probably better. That's much better. Oh wait, I just copied that. Shoot. There we go. And we'll put a quick pipe. Rust, bevy, blender, right? Blender, low poly. Should I? Well, if we want to do that, we'll just put Rust, bevy, and blender. That's it. That's the whole thing. That's the whole thing. Okay, so now that I've changed this. Actually, we'll just have these be the same. There is no go live notification though. Outside of this. Oh my gosh. There. Okay. Waves offline. What's up? Also, isn't it great that there's so few people that watch me live that I don't have to say chat. Okay? I don't like to say chat, all right? I've only ever encountered the chat phrase once, and I didn't like it. Bluvian, what's up? Okay. All right, there we go. That's much better. This is so much better. I'm also trying to eliminate ums and uhs when I talk and just filling them with silence. So it sounds like a TED Talk. All right. What's on the menu today? I am chat. I am part of chat. I am chat. Words not on the menu. What's on the menu? The menu is. Okay, so you know how I was making that roguelike. I was making that. Oh, I did it again. I did the. You know, I was making that roguelike deck builder. I still want to make it, and I still think it's a great genre. Like, it's super hot. But I'm gonna. I'm trying to think about how I'm going to do this. Hold on. How do I? Is it equals? No. Is it this? There. Let's make this big so we can see. And let's make this one big so we can see. Right? Nick the clicker. Hello. He did it. He did the thing. He did the thing that I don't want to do. All right. I'll show you. I'll just show you. So this is my attempt, right? This is my attempt at 3D programming. I've never made a 3D game before. I did it again. Dang it. And I want to try to do it as low cost as possible. But it looks like crap. And I hate this. I don't like this. But I'm trying to like turn a profit in indie game dev. And I don't think it's going to work. Because a lot of these game devs will take years and years to make a game good. And maybe that's just what it takes, you know? So yeah, this is my attempt. This is 3 models from Poly Pizza, which I really don't like. What did I just do? Poly Pizza. Dude, if I could get there, we'll get there. Don't worry. All right. So here, this is Poly Pizza. And so you could, there's some animals. I should make 3 games at least, right? I should make a horse simulator. This is for profit. All right. This is for profit. I should make a horse simulator. I should make a I should make my Sisyphus game that I'm making. So I think everyone here knows about Sisyphus, right? Also, this was in like 2 weeks that I learned all this stuff, and so this is really cool. This is Bevy. There's a really cool project called Foxtrot, which is I did not know what that was, but I did it again. Dang it. Foxtrot Bevy. So if you go to this repo, all right, uh, so it looks less boring. Yeah, that's the thing. Waves offline, you assume that I can do that. And you know what? I appreciate that you think I can do this. No, you don't understand. Like, I literally went to Polly Pizza. I went here, okay, and I looked up mountain, okay? I looked up mountain, and lo and behold, here it is. Here's the same exact asset that you see here, right? In my game. Right? You know? So this is the same. Although the lighting is worse somehow, which I'm still learning lighting. So maybe we'll try to tackle that today and mess around with the lighting. I did it again. But the shading yeah, it's bad. I mean, this looks better in this viewer. It looks more defined. Like this low poly lighting style is very harsh, and there's not a lot of extra shade going on. It's almost like there's an ambient light, because there's like a few options we could choose from, and I'll go over the lighting in a second. But yeah, so this is pretty much it. And then I have this little guy which I also got from Polly Pizza, right? And this editor is really cool because we can flip this on here. Hold on, let's just get rid of this key map. I'm pretty much learned this keyboard at this point. So if I go over here to at this entity, you can see there's 3 entities in the game, right? And we can go over here to transform, and we can see. I mean, I wouldn't say there's a parent, but yeah. Hang on. If we go to assets, maybe debug settings, wireframes. So you can see all the little triangles that make up the scene. And this is all in this. You get this for free with Bevy. Here, I'll show you. So let me just walk through the code. So we're starting at main, right? And this is from that Foxtrot thing. What's up? I don't even know how to say this. I don't know how to say this. Naga Prasad, T48. What's up? Gig for a bit, but I'll be back. All right, so here, let's go over this. So Bevy is Bevy's an ECS game engine, right? Waves offline, I don't know what that means, but I'm assuming you're gonna wave and be offline. That's what my assumption is. All right, so Bevy's what's called an entity component system, right? And the way that it works is that instead of a classic sort of game loop where you're putting in if else statements everywhere and you're doing some object oriented programming, right? Instead of all that, what you're doing is there's like this idea of abstracting the game loop away from you so you can like keep things organized. And the way it works is there's plugins at the top, and then each plugin has its own function. And within each plugin, you can add lighting and other what they call systems, right? So that's like the S in ECS. And then the way that you control characters and things is, if I go over my game scene, right? You sort of tag empty structs, or they don't have to be empty, but you tag structs with a component, with derived component. And so that's the C in ECS, right? And then so these become entities in the scene when you spawn them. So this these systems here. So here I have this. So here's this app at the top is how every bevy app starts, right? So you always call app new and then run. And probably default plugins, you probably want this. I don't know if I need this, but we can just delete that. So yeah, you can add as many plugins as you want, and they all sort of work together in parallel. And that's the goal of the ECS system, is that it abstracts all this away from you so it can parallelize things in the background. And so there's like extra effort to get things to work in serial. For my code, no, you should. You know what? My mic is too high. You should. Oh, for this guy, I haven't. I can put it up. It's not even. It's not even. This is all it does. All it does is like literally this. There's no movement or anything yet. This is all it does, right? So we can get rid of the wireframes. And then if I click this thing, if I get out of here, this is all it does. This is when you compile this is what it's going to look like. It's not great, right? And do you see this little guy? So this is Sisyphus from Greek mythology. And the goal is for me to put in pathfinding possibly today. And so I want you to be able to click or like press space, and then he's going to push this rock up this like brown path all the way to the top. And when you get to the top, it's going to fall back down. And then you have to start over again, and you get 1 point, right? You get 1 point. So the idea is that the idea of this dumb game, this is going to be mobile, right? This is going to be a mobile game because I'm not good enough for Steam. Like I'm not there yet. So the goal of this game is so you tap your phone and you tap, and then you like get it up to the top and you get 1 point. But Gulkus, what's up? But if you so the whole point of the game is that there's 5 Easter eggs, right? Or there's 3 Easter eggs. There's a few. And so the first Easter egg is the Konami code, right? And so if you enter the Konami code, you get 100,000 points. So you automatically get 100,000 points if you swipe up, down, and you like tap twice. I don't know, because there's no AB, right? So that's the Konami code, I think, right? So what's the point of getting these points? Is that there's a global leaderboard, kind of like Ready Player One, and in Ready Player One, in the movie, the book is different, kind of slightly, but yeah, in the movie, there's a global leaderboard, and everyone's racing to find these Easter eggs. And so that's the point of this game. The point of the game is not to push the rock up the hill. The point is to find the Easter eggs. And so the first Easter egg I just gave away was the Konami code, right? And so there's only ever going to be 5 people or 10 people on the global leaderboard ever. So it's like a race. It's like an event. It's not really like a game, I guess. So the game is the marketing, and the marketing is the game. That's the goal anyway. Look, I don't know. It's hard to get people excited unless this is like amazing graphics, and currently it is not. So yeah. This is what I was going to show you. So you can move things. So you can like select things here. So if I select, this is the wrong entity there. So if I select this guy, this is all in this one plugin. So I was talking about ECS before. So okay. So this editor plugin, that's all I had to type to get this whole editor going, which is insane, right? Is this rendering on Blender? No, this is my game. This is what I was trying to explain, is this editor plugin in Bevy gives you all of this stuff. And you can find it here. So this Foxtrot game template, it's incredible. Like it gives you everything that you would need for like a 3D game. But yeah, so yeah, the Foxtrot thing is what you should look at, because I'm basing my code off that. So you can like move things around to the left, on the X axis, the Y axis, the Z axis too. So here's Z. There we go. We can move this little guy over here, right? And then so you can find like the positioning, because I'm not actually sure how to position this person. And I added some rudimentary physics, but the problem with my physics is that I want it to be on rails, I guess, or like on this pathfinding path. So now I'm in Foxtrot trying to figure out how to do pathfinding. And I also don't want the boulder to fall off the map, and that's exactly what it does. So if I turn physics back on, let me turn it back on. Let me turn physics back on. I turned it off. Here. Okay, so here, this is how physics work. I can explain this to you too. Let me see. First non-trash tier game written in Rust. It's pretty trash tier though. Honestly, this is like if it was on the, one of those scoreboard things. So what kind of game are you trying to make genre-wise? Yeah, so I'm just trying to learn for this first game because I wanted to make a roguelike deck builder. And I like roguelike deck builders from a profitability standpoint on Steam because one, the genre is pretty hot right now. And two, it's not super dominated by a few major things yet. I mean, Balatro and Slay the Spire, right, are the two top ones, but I think there's still room for like a top 10 or like whatever. So I might be able to scoot in there, And I like that roguelike deck builders don't require physics. They don't require. I'm gonna make it 3D, and my spin was gonna be time based, kind of like Grandia a little bit. Grandia 2, if you ever played that, that's how old I am. Actually, it was my older brother who was playing that, and I was really young. But yeah, Grandia 2 is like really cool. It has this like time based battle system. Never met her. Yeah, so it has this time based battle system, and I was like, oh, that'd be cool if I could like combine the cards with time somehow, and that's how you defeat enemies and stuff. And I like that the roguelike deck builders have a map, and you sort of dungeon crawl between points, and so you're never actually moving around. So there's also no movement controls, no camera controls, everything's static. So from a profitability standpoint and from a my ability standpoint, I can actually make one, which is cool. Yeah, I still want to make. That's going to be my second game. This first game is just going to be my Easter eggy mobile game thing, like my cheesy like Flappy Bird style like game. I don't know much about deck builders, but it seems nice. Yeah, so Slay the Spire is the number one on the Steam store. So if we go over to game stats, if we go to game stats, and we go down to also 4X would be cool to make, but it's a little bit more involved. So here's roguelike deck builder, right? And so here we can click into this genre, and so here's the top by net revenue. So Slay the Spire's been out for 5 years and 5 months, and it has 65 million in revenue, which is a ton, especially for a genre that's not really that well known. And then the next down is Balatro, which is based on just a deck of cards. And so it's probably easier to pick up. So yeah, Slay the Spire is doing really well. And I don't know anything about Megacrit, but the fact that there is no separate publisher tells me that it's indie. So yeah, if we go into Slay the Spire, you can see we'll go to the Steam store. So yeah, we can watch this real quick. Can we just yeah. Yeah, so as you like from a mechanical game development standpoint, you can see that you're basically the only actions you're ever taking are mouse based. So this could work on mobile as well, but I think if you're just basically dragging the cards up and sort of selecting enemies, and that's pretty much it. I had a similar game with Marvel theme. Yeah, and I deck builders. So the difference between the roguelike deck builder and the regular deck builder, which was kind of what it's kind of what. Uh, oh my gosh, what was the Blizzard one? What was the Blizzard? I can't. I'm like blanking on the Blizzard one. Blizzard deck builder. Oh, was it? I don't even remember. A Hearthstone. How do you say it? Hearth. Yeah. So this was like a deck builder, right? Um, is what? Oh my gosh, this is so confusing. But anyway, yeah. So Hearthstone was a deck builder, but it wasn't a roguelike. So the roguelike, you if you don't heal yourself, a roguelike is it's like hard mode or like what Diablo would call um nightmare mode, right? So you have one life, and then if you die, you sort of have to start back over from the beginning. So that's what makes it like a roguelike. And it's like a dungeon crawler too. So you're moving through a world and you're sort of defeating enemies at like higher and higher hit points and stuff. So I think the combination of the roguelike and the deck builder is like really cool. But yeah, so hopefully I can sort of like put more RPG ish elements in there. That would be sweet. But yeah, so first I just grabbed these things from Poly Pizza, and I'm trying to just not make it look completely like trash, but I mean it's definitely not looking good. But yeah, I should really learn. So let me go over physics. I should learn Blender, and I'm trying to learn Blender's Python SDK. Okay, so let me see. With the help of Claude, which I don't know if that's a good thing or not. I'm not sure if I'm off to a good start. So here, so the way that XPBD works. So this is all like the goal is profitability. So I don't want to implement everything from scratch like I do on the web. Blender has a Python SDK. Yeah. So Blender is so complicated. Yeah, that's why I don't want to learn the UI. I'm kind of like Yassine from Twitter. I don't want to like learn your dumb UI. Just give me the code, you know? So yeah, if I open Blender here, and then so I open this, and then I just go, okay, whatever, right? Oh, this is my little space guy. I don't want the space guy. We'll make a new one, right? We'll make a new one. Don't save. All right. So you get your block or whatever, and so I happen to have a Python script right here, right? And so this is so it has the BPY module and like math, which is like classic Python. I also don't have syntax highlighting for Python, so I'm sorry. So here you can use this BPY library or BPy, Blender Py, right? To deselect that first thing, that first square. And then so here I wanted to create a planet. So I asked Claude to create a planet for me with bevy Python library. And so here we'll run it. We'll just run it. Let's see. So here we'll take this. Whoops, what am I doing? Oh my gosh, did I mess this? Oh no, good. All right. So I'll put it over in Blender, right? And we'll go to, if you go to scripting and you go to new, and then you can just paste this in like this. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy how much. So this actually will save the file GLTF binary format, GLB. It'll actually save it to the file path. So you don't even have to go to file export, right? You can literally do everything that you would want. So here I'm trying to make a planet that is like, what is it? What am I saying? Create colorful shader nodes. I'm trying to get it to make a purple planet, but I didn't know at the time that there's different view modes in Blender. So I kept berating Claude, like, Claude, why can't you do this? Like, it's not purple. And it kept giving me different code, but it was probably right the first time. So now I have no idea what this does, right? So, okay, so here we go. So I ran it, and then you can see here that if I can move this, can I move? There we go. So you can see here that it sort of generated this whatever this is. I honestly don't even know how to. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so you can see here that but we're still in the mesh thing. So if I get rid of scripting real quick, if I can get rid of it. So we'll just go back to layout, I guess. there's a way to show. There's a way. I gotta look it up. But there's a way to show the colors and things as it would look in your game. Here, let's look it up real quick because I do want to show you this in Blender. Blender show colors on on models. I don't even. What are the keywords? there's always some thing you have to say. There's always some jargon. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Why don't I see colors in object mode? Okay, that's what it is. You're in solid viewport shading mode. Look at the header. Look at the 4 spheres. Then you can change viewport shading. Okay. So in the 3D. Okay, so look at the header. Oh, that's what it is. There, right here. So at the top, viewport shading. So we're in viewport shading solid mode. And this is 3D view with material. So here, now you can see that it added some of that color. Look, I'm not saying it looks good. I'm just saying that this was generated from a large language model. So, take it at what it is, right? But yeah, it's still pretty cool though. Yeah, Saturn, yeah. So yeah, this isn't good. Let's ask Claude to do something a little different. We can do a little better. But yeah, so the goal is to try to automate as much as possible because like indie games are horrifically unprofitable and I really would like to make some money. So that would be nice if I could do that. Let me see. Can we do this? Are we logged in here? Can we do this? Oh, we're not even logged in. All right, well, we can't do it. But yeah, it would be nice to sort of automate some of this stuff so we can get going on the game a little faster. I really don't want to spend 2 years making a game.
Hello, Peter. What's happening?
Thank you. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Anna's error. Have a good stream. Okay, I will. All right. So yeah, this is pretty cool. But yeah, so just remember that go to ChatGPT or something, right? And just tell it to don't learn Blender. just tell it to generate
Peter.
some stuff for you, right?
What's happening?
Like, I mean, the prompts can be so simple too, right? Like Blender, Python, generate a planet, generate a purpley planet, and it'll figure that out, right? This is just regular horrible. I will say the code is mostly wrong most of the time, but when it gets it right, it's okay. And the fact that I don't know Blender at all, it sort of really gets me there, I guess. Set render resolution and output. Yeah, so I don't want to output. So we're just going to try to not do the output part, and we'll see. We'll see what happens. All right. So yeah, this is pretty much all I do. I just come over here, do this, paste, and then I'll run this again. Okay, yeah, that's the ugliest thing I've seen, actually. That's way worse than what it was before. That is way worse. Oh, but it is purple, though. Oh, how do I get rid of the... Uh-oh. Why is it showing this? Do I deselect this? Oh, okay, well, edge marks? Face marks. Okay, well, anyway, you can sort of see it, kind of, here, through all this stuff. Oh, I think because I entered sculpting mode, and I didn't mean to. And now it's sort of showing this sculpt mode. I need to get back to object mode. Oh, good Lord. There's so many buttons. This is why I just do the Python, right? But yeah, it definitely generated a purpley planet, right? And that was the dumbest prompt, right? That was like the dumbest thing that you could have possibly put in. I mean, you can clearly get more detailed, but yeah. So yeah, I mean, like, it's not gonna take away anyone's job or anything, but it's definitely gonna help me not have to sort of learn the Blender UI, which is really good. Because I don't necessarily want stuff to be super... There's only 2 art styles that are profitable in indie games. 2D pixel art, right? And low poly, right? Those are the only 2. If you've ever seen an indie game that isn't those things, they've got a publisher and they're working on it full time, because there's no way that you can make a game that's not 2D pixel art or low poly and turn a profit as a solo dev. But yeah, so I'm probably so the Blender thing is exciting, but it's still very slow. So I need to move faster. Right? I can't just sit here and do this. So I need to. I'll probably if I really need some help with the assets, I have no problem going on Fiverr or whatever and figuring that out. I gotta close this. All right, so back to the physics, right? So physics in Bevy is you would think that it would be a library called I don't know how to pronounce this, and it's gonna sound bad. Rapier. I don't know how to say it. Okay, it's like an alrapist. I don't know how to say it. Analyst and therapist put together. But yeah, rapier is not the way, right? So don't do this. Don't go here with the rapier, whatever it's called, because it feels like, oh yeah, like this is exactly what I want, a fast 2D and 3D physics game engine. But no, what you really want is a library called XPBD, which is not a great name, but it has great integration with Bevy. Like even better integration than it's like almost made for Bevy, right? And so the way it works is in the README you can see here, all you sort of have to do is add this physics plugin, and then you add a few components to your entities. So you have so in this example, I'll show you in my game instead. So this is my rock. This is my rock component, and so I have this derived component on a struct rock, and then I have a collider, which you have to sort of set up, and I give it some velocity, and then you give it a rigid body, which is either static or dynamic. So static would be the ground or walls or whatever, and dynamic would be I want something to move. So the rock I do want to move, and so here I'll show you. We'll set the rock instead of this. We'll just comment this out, and we'll do something a little better, right? A little more exciting. So we'll have it drop from the top, right? We're gonna see it for like 2 seconds, so it's definitely not gonna be super exciting, but it's gonna be movement, so that's good. And let's see. So we can come up here, and we'll go over to. So this is kind of a thing that I had to understand, which is using the Bevy pre 0.14 API. So the problem with not learning these things deeply and you're trying to move fast is that this is my first game, my first 3D game. So I'm really trying to synthesize it all and move very quickly. So I'm not I don't like I don't have a lifetime to learn C and all this stuff. I mean, I know C obviously, but like I don't have a lifetime to like learn the depths of all this stuff. I only have so much time. So if I had more time, obviously I do what T Soding does or what the Prime Engine does, right? Which is like go really deep. But ain't nobody got time for that, right? So anyway, if you just stick to the library level, the crate level, everything becomes a lot easier and more manageable. And then if you make your indie game and it's super profitable and now you have all the time in the world and all the money in the world, then you could go deep and make these libraries, right? Like then you could do this stuff, but don't do it the other way around, right? Don't get down if you don't go deep. So yeah, so this is rigid body static. So I was saying, if it's dynamic, it's moving. If it's static, it's like the map. And so this was probably the weirdest incantation that I had to come up with. So here's like a async scene collider, and it's async because the way that the library author wanted this to work is that they're trying to go over all of the little triangles in the wireframe that I showed you, right? They're trying to go over all of this stuff. Like, so that you see this mountain here, they're trying to figure out all these trees and all these little bushes and these rocks and stuff, and this little pathway, which is like really jank looking. So they're trying to figure all that stuff out, right? And so they want to do it asynchronously so that it works, so that it doesn't slow down your game. I'm assuming at load time, at start time. Um, so yeah, so here's what I had to do is you sort of have to say what kind of collider is it, and it's like a convex decomposition. And this, I have no idea what any of this stuff stands for. Okay, don't. It's some kind of algorithm. I'm guessing to find out the little trees and bushes and stuff. All right, so that with that, now we can. So now that I've added the rigid body static and the dynamic for the rock, right? So here, if I load this up again, right? If I start this over, hello. If I start this over, it will. I guess the problem too is like adding all those plugins. It adds quite a bit to the thing. So yeah, so I don't know if you saw that, but the rock sort of fell from the top, right? But now that it's cached, we can just start it over again, right? So that's how the physics with XPBD works. And it's kind of, because the mountain is slanted here, so it kept its velocity of 1, right? And it sort of just bounced off, right? So yeah, it's pretty cool. It works. Of course, I don't actually want physics, right? And that's like another problem that I was thinking is like this game is getting kind of out of control because I want very custom things. And if you can't, if this is your first game and you're just learning, you can't, I can't. Since this is my first game and I'm learning, I can't do a lot of custom stuff. So I think a lot of first games are like tutorial hell games where you've got 2D platformers which have been made over and over again. You've got 3D platformers too. I mean, you can literally make this, you can compile this Foxtrot game here and like it looks better than my game, right? And this is just a template that I'm trying to use. Why is this? Why? That's so weird that this is not working how it should. It's very strange.
What? Did we just become best
Merlin
friends?
Drew. The best Fiverr I ever spent. Yeah, I'm going to go on Fiverr and just so I can have some entertainment, That's Merlin Drew. What's up, Merlin Drew? I appreciate it. Dude, that's insane. 12 months on a 12-month streak? This is crazy. Okay? Anyway, look, I'm trying not to let a week go by without streaming. So today is the last day of the week, right? The weekday. The business week. Right? It's business time. And so I had to fire up the old stream. So yeah, this looks really good for, like, obviously it's not great because the way the fox is moving, it's kind of like gliding along the floor. But the fact that it's just a template that you sort of clone, right? Happy 5th of July. Yeah, no good, Nick. Happy 5th. Yeah. I don't know what happened on the 5th, but yeah. I was actually reading about the history. That's solid, really cool. See your attic consistently. Much love. Yeah. Yeah, I was actually reading about the history. I guess they didn't sign the Declaration of Independence until the 8th until August 12th. But 4th of July, it's already done. So, we gotta do it, right? We gotta just keep with it. So yeah, this is really cool. And the camera tracks. So there's a lot going on here that I don't think it's like apparent because there's been so many video games made over the years, but there's still a lot going on. Like there's the grass that kind of looks bad and low poly, and there's the low poly fox. The camera is moving. That's 2 different crates. That's the dolly crate, and with dolly, like as in like a camera dolly. And that's also the, look at, like, there's different perspectives too, top down. I mean, there's a ton going on. There's shadows on the ground, the lighting. It's a lot. Just not making the camera clip through walls, have it collide with everything that could potentially be in view is insanely hard. Yeah. Like I didn't realize how much these game developers were doing. I actually don't know. Is the camera? Oh, the camera is going around buildings. Yeah. Like there's just so many things. And so there's a list of crates here that this thing uses. So there's like the Blender integration. So you can make stuff in Blender and like exported to bevy sort of automatically. Valorant is one of the few games that got that right. When a round ends, you can look at the bomb in third person, and I haven't ever been able to get it to clip. Oh, really? Yeah. Is Valorant the one? What's Blizzard's version? Valorant, and then that's Riot's. What's Overwatch? That's what. Yeah, Overwatch. I was thinking Overwatch. But yeah, Blizzard's. Yeah, even Minecraft. Minecraft is not gonna get it right. Minecraft is, dude. Minecraft is it's a one off. Minecraft's tech is insane. Yeah, it was. Is it open source? I don't think it is. Right? Didn't Microsoft buy it for like $1 billion or something like 10 years ago? Minecraft source. Did it get leaked or something? I thought it got leaked maybe. No. I think the guy behind Minecraft is back at it, isn't he? Wasn't he like a DJ for a while or something? But yeah. It's been reverse engineered to death. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. More than a bill, but yes. Okay. They explicitly allow sort of help modders nowadays. Oh, okay. That's good. Because that's what Minecraft is, though, right? Oh, Minecraft creator tools. TypeScript. What in the world? What in the sweet? Is this a web app? Minecraft creator tools? Okay. Oh, okay. You have to sort of have the right file. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, look, I don't know. That guy got super lucky. What's his name? What was his screen name? Guy behind Minecraft. Marcus person. I don't know how to say that. Demon God. Oh, okay. All right. I had to sort of I like font. Look, hooked on phonics works for me. Okay, Notch. That's what it is. Yeah, Notch. Oh yeah, he's on X. Oh yeah, let's see. Okay, yeah, this so good. Profile pic is Kawaii AF. Oh my gosh, look at that, 3.5 million followers. Good lord. All right, so yeah, let me see. Oh yeah, so okay, so he's doing a Factorio expansion. Oh no, he's of Satisfactory respectively. Oh, so he's still making games, right? October 21st, September to what the is this like a release date or something? Yeah, I thought because he was a DJ for a long time. But yeah, he went back to making games. A very unlucky guy, dude. Is he? Is he unlucky? I hope he's doing okay. He wasn't that well a couple years ago. Oh yeah, I mean, yeah. Look, if you had a bunch of money dumped on you, I don't know, like how well would any of us like handle that? You know. You should see. Sorry, wasn't called to the 10 years Minecraft event. Oh, is there like a documentary? Let's see. Notch documentary? Minecraft? I would probably watch it. Oh, there's a YouTube video. I don't know if it's like official though. 13 years ago? Good lord. The full story of Notch? Yeah, 645 views, I'm sure. The tragic tale of Notch Marcus. Oh, this one has 9 million. This one might be pretty good. He didn't get invited. To the 10-year anniversary. Oh, he didn't get invited. Oh, that's sad. That is sad. I wonder why that is. That's strange. I have never played Minecraft. Yeah, I'm not young enough either. No good, Nick. I don't know how old you are, but I'm not young enough to have played Minecraft. I think I booted up one time because it was written in Java, and I thought this has got to be trash, but it's not bad. A racist tirade got ruined. Oh, is that what I don't think he's actually racist. Yeah. Look, I mean, I don't know, whatever, man. But that might have been the height. He just didn't understand it as far as I know. Okay. But that might have been at the height of like wokeism too. Like I've actually had someone call me racist, which is really weird because like I'm not racist, but you know, it's a weird world out there. You know what I mean? Yeah, I know. It's strange. But yeah, what are you going to do? I don't know. Like, yeah, I mean, the wokeness in America really hit an all-time high in corporate America and on Twitter. pre 2020. So like around like 2018, 2019, it was like really, you had to like tiptoe about what you were saying. It's stupid, which is why unlucky. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it was and 2022 a little bit, but it was already dying. There was that, what was that movement called in corporate America? What was it called? I can't remember. Equity, oh my gosh. I don't even remember what it was called. Dang it, what is this? What was it called? Equity, diversity, inclusion. EDI, is that what it's called? EDI? DEI, that's what it is. Yeah, that's what it is. Diversity, equity, inclusion. Yeah. Bureau of Land Management. Yeah, BLM. Yeah, BLM. Dude, there was so much dumb stuff happening in America. IDE. Yeah, inclusion, diversity, equity. Yeah. Yeah, and it's crazy because BLM, Black Lives Matter, turned out to be like a cash grab, right? Classic bait and switch, right? You tap into people's emotions and you get cash. It's horrible, honestly. And then DEI was also a cash grab, but like it was a weird corporate like transfer of wealth cash grab. It's very strange. But yeah, there's a lot of weird low interest rates. We can't, Americans can't handle it. That's just the truth. We just can't handle low interest rates. We just go crazy. Like we're like, oh sweet, money's free. Do you not think Bureau of Land Management, click link to play? Yeah, that's true. Click link to pay. Yeah, that is true. Yeah. I guess I'm somewhat happy that the vice president or whatever of BLM was like became rich off this, but yeah, it's also sad at the same time because a lot of people donated and their money got taken away from them and used to buy cars and things. You know, isn't BLM the idea different from BLM the group corp? The idea, yeah, but it got co-opted right into the corporation, right? Like all things American, it got co-opted into a corporation. It all starts good, and then it goes south very quickly. All right, what was I even doing? Oh yeah. So anyway, in this Foxtrot thing, you got physics, which is what I was showing you, right? The physics. So you just do this physics plugin, right? And you do the thing. You do the when I'm loading, I'm spawning the assets here, right? Yeah, but so now I'm sort of, I've come to this pathfinding, right? This is what I want to have happen, and I'm not quite sure how to do it yet. So I'm still learning this, but the goal is to, the goal is to use the mesh itself to generate the path. And so I think in my mind, what I was thinking, if I load up my game and I get rid of my physics, right? Oh, I got rid of it already. Okay. And I put this back here, right? So if I load this up, a Foxtrot, yeah, what? BLM money went to Dems, I heard. Look, I don't know. It just went to like one person. That's all I know. Most of it, I mean. No, it went to the leader of the corporation, right? How long did it take you to get cognitively comfortable with Rust productively rather than just keeping learning Rust all the time? Yeah, I mean, I think it honestly took me probably like a little over a year, to tell you the truth. Kieran, welcome to the stream.
Hello, Peter. What's happening?
Yeah, it probably took me a little over a year to get cognitively comfortable with Rust. I mean, there is a lot to learn, but I think that's just because it's a language that covers such a large, it covers such a large area of all computer systems, right? Embedded, Linux kernel. It's got async with Tokyo and web, networking infrastructure. You've got games with Bevy and all this other stuff. So they're like, not usually one language doesn't cover that many things. And so it doesn't cover that many things well, I guess I should say, because obviously JavaScript covers most of those things at the application level and TypeScript, but it doesn't do it like well. And Rust actually does it pretty well with the macros and everything. Like you could sort of bend it to your will. So yeah, I mean, you just have to sort of choose, right? Nate, what's up? That's me, Swalker. I got had by one of your copy pasta about Rust once. I was spoiled by Go. Probably never going to learn Rust. Yeah, Go is it is a language built for network programming, right? It is a language built for, and you can also do anything at the application level is good. CLI is also okay. But yeah, Go is pretty much built for the web. Like it's anything to do with the web. Your name is Pink. I said it to Yellow. Why does your channel hate me? Yeah, you gotta pay to play. You know, if you want to change your name, you gotta pay. You want to change your name color, you gotta pay. Yeah, yeah, Go. I also wrote a little thing in Go, a little uptime monitor, and it was fine. Like I went from 0 to 60 really quickly, and then it was fine. And that's all you need. Like you don't need to go to like 100 with all this extra bells and whistles, really, you know? But not change to Yellow. Yeah, it's because you got to pay. I said you got to pay. All right, you got to pay the money. But yeah, so here, oh, there's a little camera right here. So yeah, so this I want this to be the path, and I think the way I'm gonna do this, I don't really want to do this, but I think I have to open up Blender, and I think I have to add walls here, like invisible walls along this sort of rocky path here. I think I have to do this.
Become best friends?
Demon God. Oh my goodness. I was kidding about the paying. I was kidding. Don't do that. Don't do that. But I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it all the same. Caffeinate. All right. Okay. Yeah, it looks yellow to me, right? That's yellow. What was it before? Oh, it was gray. It was like a grayish color, right? All right. So yeah, I don't really want to have to go into Blender and edit this thing, mostly because I don't know how to do it, and I don't know if Claude can do it. So we'll see, I guess. But yeah, so if you see we can look at the wireframes again, I guess. And so all of these, I would have to sort of like add vertical walls to, and the rock might. Yeah, I'm not actually sure what's gonna happen here, but. Yeah. I don't know. Let's try to figure this out together, I guess, right? Because I don't know what any of these things mean. So yeah, this is what I want. I want to use the mesh to generate it, but I also don't want it to like fall off the side either. So maybe it's possible not to do the walls, right? You'll probably learn a few things. Should promote devs. Hey, all right, thank you. Oh, the Id of Alan. I'm just so glad you didn't put like beer on the wall or whatever. What was it? What was the thing? You can always write a script to auto change the color of your name after every post. Yeah. All right. So let's see. Choose which backend you're going to use. Okay. So I'm using bevy XP BD 3D. You know what? Let's actually look at Foxtrot and see what they're doing with this. Because I think pathfinding in their case means one fox follows the other fox, but I'm not actually sure, right? Let's see. Let's. Can I open this? Do I even have Foxtrot in here? I don't think I do. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. There's no way I'm gonna be able to find it in here. So we'll just look at the README. All right. So choose which backend. Okay. So I have that. Enable the relevant crate features. Okay. Custom Perry 3D colliders require enabling. If you maybe we'll just try it and see what it looks like. If you opted for custom, no, I didn't do that. Add oxidized navigation plugin as a plugin. Okay, collider, nav mesh settings. Attach a nav mesh effector component and a collider that implements the oxidized collider trait. Already implemented for bevy. Okay, cool. To any entity you want to affect the nav mesh. At this point, nav meshes will be automatically generated whenever the collider or global transform of any entity with a nav mesh effector is changed. Good Lord, that's a mouthful. Your system needs to take in the querying the nav mesh. Okay. Get the underlying data from the nav mesh using, okay. To access the data, this will block until you get read access. Okay, yeah. If a task is already ran, yeah, okay. Call query find path with the nav mesh tiles returned from the, okay. So I hope this is what I want, right? I hope this is what I'm looking for here. I'll look at the example though. Okay. Let's see. We got a plugin, oxidize navigation collider from agent and bounds. From agent and bounds. Helper function for creating nav mesh settings with reasonable defaults from the size of your navigation agent and bounds of your world. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, I actually wonder if I could keep the world half extends world bottom bound. Okay, let's see. If I go to this, there's actually a lot here. Okay. Oxidize navigation debug draw. Oh, it'll show you debug. Okay, so there's physics. Toggle nav mesh system spawn. Okay, let's actually clone this and run the example to see what it does. All right. Sweet. I just want to make a game. I just want to make a game, okay? That's all I want to do. The beer finally went stale and threw it all out. Look, I'm sorry, okay? All right. I'm sorry. I had to live my life, okay? Cargo new. Wait, cargo new. What am I doing? Okay, clone. All right, let me see. Oxidized navigation. All right, sweet. Oxidized. Cool. All right, cargo run. Oh my gosh. What was it called? That is the question. XPBD. Classic. XPBD. It's going to take a while. It wasn't meant to be a dig? Oh, okay. Oh, shoot. Requires the features debug draw. Oh my gosh, are you serious? I have to do this? Is it in the README? Dude, is this not in the README? Is that not a thing? Come on now. There's no... Is there a README in here? Unbelievable. Maybe this is not meant to be run. But I feel like this is legit code, though. All right, let's do it. Let's just see. Let's just keep going until we get the right set of features, right? Features, debug. Can I really do that? I have never done the debug draw XPBD. I got rid of SC cache, so it's gonna be a while. Okay, it's gonna be a long time. All right. Dude, Rust project called Sissy. You're transitioning to senior Rust dev. No. Okay, so originally I called it Don't Be a Sissy. Okay, look, if you look at this, all right, let's hold on. We gotta address this. All right, we gotta address this thing. Okay, so this is a modern day interpretation of Sisyphus. Okay, this is Greek mythology. All right. And I don't know if you know, but so if you go here, Sisyphus. All right, so this is the story, right? So here's some images, right? Here's some images here. So this is what I'm trying to do here, right? So Sisyphus, we can go through the Wikipedia, but in Greek mythology, we can just read it from here. Sisyphus was the founder and king of some country or whatever. This actually worked. He was a devious tyrant who killed visitors to show off his power, right? This violation of the sacred hospitality tradition greatly angered the gods. They punished him for the trickery of others, including his cheating death. Address this is White House press briefing at this point. I gotta address it, okay? I gotta address it. I gotta address it just like Biden would address it, and I gotta get all distracted and then have my mouth hang open, okay? Including cheating his death twice. The gods forced him to roll an immense boulder up a hill, only for it to roll back down every time it neared the top, repeating this action for eternity. See? So my first thing was don't be a sissy, right? But then my wife was like, yeah, but that sounds like it's not meant for girls. And I was like, yeah, I guess you're right. I guess it doesn't sound. So now I'm trying to make it more approachable, Oh, I got a package. So now I'm trying to make it more approachable. And now I just called it sissy. All right. So that's the whole story. Okay. I'm sorry. All right. You got to deal with it. All right. So what am I looking at here? Okay. So it says X to spawn or despawn red cube, M to draw nav mesh. Okay. So here's M. Okay. So here's the nav mesh. Can I navigate? What is wrong with this? X? Okay. What other controls do we have here? This camera is not doing well. I don't know what I'm looking at here. X and M to despawn a red cube. Okay. This example does not help me because I don't actually know what I'm looking at. So if I despawn, oh, I see. So the mesh so even at runtime, it sissy push. That's not bad. That's not bad. Okay, so this at runtime it regenerates the meshes. That's what I'm getting from this. But I don't know how this actually helps with physics. So we're just gonna stick it in the game and see what it does. Right. So I'll turn the physics back on. Right. We'll turn the physics back on here, and then we'll drop it in from the top like always. Right. And then we'll see what happens. So what do I have to do here? What are the magical things I have to do to stand on the shoulders of giants? What do I have to do? Okay, so I have to add, let's go back to the example actually. So I have to add the crate first, right? I have to add the crate. I don't have it. All right, so the first example is I have to add the crate. So let's go cargo toml. I'm sure they have the example here. We'll do this. We'll come down here. Where was this? There we go. Put this in here, right? I have this, but that's all right. All right. So we'll do, this is just gonna be features, right? This keyboard. I still can't. I thought I had it, I thought I had the keyboard. Okay. What is this called again? Oxidized navigation. There we go. All right. Good. Oh my gosh. Okay. And then what's the version? Actually, let's just do this. Oh my goodness. Yeah, who is saying that I was good at this? I was saying I was good at this keyboard, but it's not going well. This? Oh, jeez. There we go. Yeah, I'm going to get a really small keyboard, and it's going to be great, and yeah, it's going to be amazing. Bring the key map back up here because I'm clearly struggling. There we go. No, I don't want that. Okay. Let's see. We got oxidized navigation. Okay. We'll just surround this with... Oh, I can't actually. We'll surround this with this. Can we do this? There we go. Oh man. All right. And we'll take this. There we go. Oh, we're getting there, Have I remat keys to do things like put parens in your home row? Yeah, so I have a layer that is this. So my home row is underscore under F, and then D is dash, S is plus, A is pipe. This is like very rusty, right? It's like I'm going to be doing this a lot. And then I also have, so you could press shift and reach all the way up here. This ZSA Voyager has 4 rows. So I have the home row on the second row, but I felt like I was doing better with the home row on the third from the bottom. But yeah. So then I have curly braces on the home row. So it's the curly brace is this, right? And then I have equals and colon under the other ones. So yeah, I definitely do this a lot, but I still haven't done it enough. And so I have parens over here, and it kind of stinks. And then I have square braces over here. The problem with Rust is that it uses every single one. Like it uses every single type of curly, you know? Every single brace that you could imagine, Rust is gonna do it. All right, let me see. So I had to sort of work around that. Let's go back to my main here. Okay, now that I have this, we will just do a quick build. We'll do a quick fetch to download them. Okay. I'll do a quick build, and then we'll come back over here, and we'll go back to the example. I don't know what this means. I don't know what this means. But yes, what's up? All right, let me see. Oxidize navigation plugin. Okay. This bounds is kind of not great because I'm not actually sure. My mesh is very dynamic, so I'm not sure. Maybe there's a different one. We'll try it though. Let's see. So we'll just give it a restart just so it understands that I wanted it to pick up the thing. So we'll do, we'll call it a pathfinding. We'll call it a path plugin, right? And then we'll come over here and do this. We'll say mod path plugin, and then this. We'll just call it path. I don't really care. It's fine. We don't care. We're not in the web anymore. We don't have to be super concerned about path plugin, right? Okay, good. And then we'll come over here, source, path.rs, pub, fn, looking good. This is an app that is a mutable reference to an app, I believe. And we'll do this. Good. Is that what we do?
Hello, Peter.
Is that what we do here?
What's happening?
Call me Mr. Yogurt. Welcome. Welcome to this handsome stream. 200 changes to my key maps, can totally recommend. Yeah, I've also made a lot of changes in like a short amount of time, and every time I change it, it's like off a little bit. And I just, yeah, like I think one of the best changes I did was when I moved the home row up one, and I was really flying. I was getting close to 100 words a minute, which I've had this keyboard for 3 weeks, I think now. And so, yeah, I was going pretty fast. What is this? Cannot do what now? Oh, right. I need bevy. I need bevy here. All right, cool. All right, so then we go app. Okay, cool. And then so now that I have all my plugin boilerplate done, which is kind of a bummer, but what are you gonna do? All right, it's like good. Go back to the example. All right, we'll put this in the default plugins here. We'll put this in my plugin, actually. We'll put both of these things in here. It's related to the physics plugin, but it's not like totally related. And I don't even know if this is a good practice to do this. I think I just have to mess around with my holding because I'm really fast on when I try to hold things. There, is there like a prelude? Can I just do this? No, I can't do that. Okay, cool. I think I need the collider from Bevy. And then I also need this too. And then I also need this one. Okay, we're getting there. It doesn't like this. Okay. The last thing is apparently this is like a trait thing, I'm guessing, right? I'm guessing this is a trait thing. Can I get rid of this for a second? For current scope, function not found in nav mesh settings. Yeah, this is like a trait thing. Okay. What in the example, I don't know what trait it is. So we will just, it's probably draw nav mesh. That's probably what it is. Oh, that's a struct. Maybe it's a vector. Nope, it's not it either. All right, we'll just put this in here. Maybe it's the primitives. It's definitely possible. Definitely possible. But we'll just use that as our thing, right? Is this game in browser or the OS? Yeah, currently it's on the OS, but I mean, I could compile it for WebAssembly. There's definitely a possibility. But the goal is to have it on mobile on iOS, because I've been paying the iOS $100 every year, and I only have like 4 apps or something on there, so I should probably try to get my money's worth. I've made my last game that I made, it was ad supported, and it was like the dumbest game ever. It was just a 2D like low poly again with like it was 5. It was a polygon and there's a ball inside of it, and so you like tap the screen and the thing rotates. Here, let me show you how it looked. I don't even know if I have it. I don't think I have it. We could just draw it real quick. WebGL on iOS, or is it a different renderer? That is a good question. Let's see. What does bevy do? What does bevy do? I don't know. Let's look it up. Bevy engine? That's a good question. I like bevy though, because it's like code first. And I know they're working on an editor, but I hope they don't lose their like code first thing, because you're mostly just like copying and pasting when you're really at the high level, and it's a lot easier to navigate around code than it is around a UI. So yeah, let's see. Let's go to the GitHub. We'll go to iOS. We'll go to discussions maybe. Okay, let's see. When I run the repeatedly shows draw requested event. Okay, that's not going to help me. Maybe we'll just go back to the thing, and we'll say, so there's WebGL examples, but cross-platform supports all major platforms. Okay, it doesn't really help me, but sure, let's see. Well, maybe we'll just look it up. Bevy iOS render. I want to say it's WebGL, but yeah, maturity of bevy for serious, blah blah blah. GD script, because people love Godot. Godot. The game I plan, I say Godot. The game I plan to ship is a 2D pixel art. So yeah, classic. Let's see, blah blah blah. Have successfully shipped iOS to the App Store. I would expect a fair bit of FFI, but blah blah blah. Talk. Seldom pixel. It should give you an excellent. Oh, this doesn't help me either. I don't know. I want to say it's WebGL, or not WebGL, but I want to say it's like just OpenGL. Let's see. I want to say, bevy on different platforms. Okay, let's see. Where I just saw iOS. Mobile. Oh, here it is. Apple iOS supports that have successfully shipped. Android support, but usable if you find bugs. The fact that they're not the same tells me that it's not like WebGL at all. So yeah, but the web is WebAssembly and WebGL. But yeah, I want to say it's like OpenGL probably. I don't know. Shaders will probably tell you. Oh yeah. Because if it is web, then it will have the shader language. Oh, okay. Let me see. Can we get an actual example of bevy iOS example? Template for a bevy game, including for web, macOS. Okay, so here's mobile. Here's iOS. We'll look at the cargo toml. Static lib, dependencies, bevy game, bevy. As long as Kira, oh, this is audio stuff, I'm guessing. Bevy game. Huh. Yeah, I'm not actually sure. It's not WebGL. Oh, ChatGPT. Yeah, I don't think it's WebGL. I think they're using just OpenGL, right? There's no shaders, I don't think, here. But yeah, we can look at this. WGPU? Oh, okay. Abstraction layers? Yeah, okay. Oh, it's metal. Okay, well, there you go. So Bevy uses a crate called WGPU. And WGPU, we can look it up in the cargo toml here. Let's see. Cargo toml. Let's see. WebGPU. WGPU, is that what we're looking for? Dang, there's so much stuff in here. There's no wonder it takes forever to compile. My goodness. Let's see. We'll just, oh, there we go. So, oh, here it is. WGPU trace. Oh, I still can't find it. That's weird. Oh, maybe it's like sort of a different one. Oh, I see. Because there's sub crates here. This is like a monorepo situation. Let's see. Is there like a renderer probably? Bevy core possibly? Bevy render. Here we go. Let's see. There's WGPU is probably, oh, it's still, oh, here it is. WebGPU and WebGL. And so this is WGPU and WebGPU. Okay. So, oh, here it is. WGPU version 0.2, right? Or 0.20, I guess. Okay, so yeah, you've got WGSL, DirectX 12, Metal, whatever Naga is. I don't know what that is. And then whatever this is, probably some WASM stuff. But yeah, so there you go. Here it is in the factual Bevy crate. We found it. But yeah, ChatGPT, don't sleep on it. Yeah. All right, let's see. Oxidized navigation. Where was I? Am I still not getting this from agent and bounds? Oh, you know what? This is because I am not on this. I am on tags 0.4. That's what there's your problem. Let's see. Crate 0.40. What is this? The latest release? Oh, 0.7. Am I on 0.4? What? Oh, I'm way 0.10. That's crazy. Okay, let's see. What does Foxtrot do? I always run into this where I try to add a dependency and it's the wrong version in the README. Classic. Oh, this is correct. Foxtrot uses this version. 0.10. What? Let's go back to the README here. Branches, master. That's interesting. 3 months ago. I mean, this must be wrong, right? View all tags. There's not even a tag. There's. Let's go to crates. Oh my gosh. This is exactly what I run into all the time. It could be 1 and not 10. It could be. Dude, if I could just type. If I could type, it would be great. Pretty sure it's 10 though. Because I think they make the distinction here. Right? Here's 0.1. Right? That was like back then. And then here's 0.7. All right, let's see. All right, so this is good. I mean, it looks good. We'll go to the docs, I guess. Nav mesh settings. It looks like that function didn't get put in until later, right? So I might have to do something different. It seems like I have to do nav mesh settings, right? There's a lot of settings. No wonder they made that function. We can just look at we could just oh, you know what? Let's just use master. Who even cares, right? Let's just use the master branch. I don't even care. I want what they have. Okay, I don't care. As long as it works with Bevy 0.13, I think we're good. This is what we want. We want this here. I feel like if I just use Godot, I wouldn't have this problem, but what are you going to do? Okay, so, oh, here it is. Here's the crate version. Okay, cool. Oh, I was confusing XPBD. That's what it was. Yeah, that's 0.4. This one's 0.10, right? And then so this doesn't exist. This function here, we've got tags. But if I go to the examples, they must have just added 4 months ago. Yeah, they must have just added this. If I change the thing, oh my gosh. Release. Oh, that's not it. That's not it at all. Oh my gosh, there's not even a tag on here. I mean, even if I use the last release, it's not gonna work. So we'll just grab it from master. Let's change it. I'm gonna assume that it will work. Git. Yep. Okay. And then I guess I should give it like a hash probably. Even though it doesn't seem like it's been updated that much, but we'll just give it this SHA, right? Is that what we do here? I totally forget the thing for Git. Godot would make your life so simple, you'd be writing almost Python. No, I think NeoVim is better than proper JetBrains class IDEs. Do I think NeoVim? Oh, this isn't NeoVim. I don't know anything about NeoVim. Okay, I have no idea what NeoVim is. No, I was a NeoVim person for a long time. Like I used Vim for probably like 12 years. I used Vim for a long time. Let's look at the crates Git SHA. I typed in SHA. That's not good. But yeah, I do think NeoVim is better personally. I like the customization, even though I always complain about it on Twitter. I like the customization. Of course, like for me, I'm just like a fiddler, and I'm always like fiddling with things. And so if you give me, it's Rev, that's what it is. If you give me the ability to customize everything, I will. And I will just customize it forever and ever, right? That's exactly what I'm going to do. So don't give me the ability to do that because I can't control myself. You know, I'm like, oh, this could be better. Oh, this could be better. I should really fix my, I should really fix this though. I should really get Toml working in Helix. So this is an editor called Helix. It's also a terminal editor. But the difference between Helix, so every NeoVim, every NeoVim video that you watch, right? Every pre-configured template that you download for NeoVim is this, right? Every single one. What do? They got to configure tree sitter, right? NeoVim, you add tree sitter. You add syntax highlighting, right? You add language server protocol, right? You add all that stuff. You have to configure all that, right? Helix, you have to configure this jump thing, right? You can't, like this, like you have to configure this. This is called NeoVim Telescope, and it was a big deal in 0.5. But Helix already, all this stuff comes with Helix, and it's way faster. Like NeoVim has like weird the more weird Lua plugins you add to NeoVim, the slower it gets, right? At least for me. And so like I like that Helix has all this built in. And I also appreciate Helix's non-code golfy keyboard shortcuts. So like in Vim so it's almost the same to go up and down. But in Vim, in order to, let's say I wanted to delete the stuff between these two curlies, I would do di curly, right? So I would do di curly. But now so Helix switches Vim's key bindings from verb, like action. So it's always like action, like thing. So it's like verb first, but in Helix is noun first and everything's visual. And so in Helix, you can do cool stuff. Like if I wanted to change all of bevy, right? So now I have multi-cursor, just like VS Code. And so I know that you can get this kind of in NeoVim, but it's not as nice, right? So now I can just do some deletes here, right? And so now I'm deleting all 4 lines. So that's like so this is based on another type of modal editor called Kakoun. And so that's like, I don't know how to say it. Kakoune? I don't know how to say it. But yeah, Helix is based on that. and it's written in Rust, of course, right? It's got to be written in Rust. But it's a lot faster for large files. It's a lot faster for everything than NeoVim was for me. My NeoVim config was totally, it was not good. It wasn't a good experience, right? Definitely a rabbit hole. Yeah. So Helix has tree sitter built in. It has syntax highlighting. It has telescope, NeoVim's telescope. The one thing that it doesn't have is the file tree, which people get hung up on, but I don't use the file tree, if you can tell. So I have the open files at the top, and those are like tabs, kind of, right? But yeah. So okay. So in NeoVim you would do di curly brace, but in here you would do m, and then notice at the bottom right here there's a match window that shows up because I typed in m, and so now I can see that I can either surround, add, or surround select inside. So if I wanted to select inside the curlies, right, I would do I, and then I would just do curly, right? And so now I've selected everything. So obviously this is like 2 more keystrokes to do what I'm about to do than in Vim, but who cares? Like why do you want the least amount of keystrokes? This is madness. So now I can see what I'm about to do before I do it. So in Vim, as I was learning, and even like in the advanced stages, I would mess up a little bit, and I would have to like undo what I did. So if I could see first what I'm about to do, thanks to the selection mechanism, the noun verb instead of verb noun, now I can just do D, right? Boom. So that would be in Vim, that would be change ID, and it would put you in insert mode, right? So this one you're always in visual mode, but yeah. So that's just one example, right? And so there's just a few differences, but the differences are really nice, and it's just a lot of built-in stuff you don't have to configure. So if I go to my config, right, it's a rabbit hole. Yeah, my whole stream is a rabbit hole, I guess. So yeah, if I go to my config, right, definitely nicer for light users. Yeah, exactly. So here's my whole config, right? It's 28 lines, and it's got some extras. So like if I did Control K, I can move this up, I can move this down, right? CJ. So, and it's really easy to like configure, to like do some custom keyboard shortcuts too. So you can just say like, it's all TOML, and you don't have to write Lua or any of this madness. And you can also change what's shown in the status line. Also, that's built in. Status line is built in. I honestly forget about NeoVim and how little it gives you. And look, I'm not going to say sorry to NeoVim people, because like I think it's good to have multiple types of editors for different things. But for me, Helix is the one. Like built-in LSP, built-in telescope, status line, all this stuff built in. That's exactly what you want. The other editor I've been looking at is Zed, but I'm not like a huge GUI editor fan, so I don't actually know about that one. But yeah. So, I mean, it's definitely not like perfect. Helix has like a lot of sharp edges, and it doesn't have plugins, for example. There are no plugins, which is nice because it keeps things really fast because everything's in Rust. But they are working on plugins in like a scheme language, I think, which is interesting. But what are you gonna do? So yeah, let's do another build. Oh, let's actually not do that. It doesn't like the doesn't like my multiple files here, or my multiple I put this on the same line. Is that what I did? Oh, yeah, I did. Look at that. It doesn't like my multiple lines. All right. So yeah, we'll do this. So this should work, right? There we go. Perfect. Okay, so now we're back. We are so back. Okay, let's bring Oxidize back in here. If they did plugins in Rust, they might have me. Yeah, I agree. I don't know, this idea of like, oh, Rust is not good for some things, like, oh, because it's too hard or whatever. I'm not super sold on that. I'm not saying skill issues, but I'm just saying it's fine. Like, it's fine. Like, the idea that computers aren't going to be faster in 5 years, and so the compilation will always be slow, is like weird to me. I don't know. Look, I don't know. Okay. where was I? Oxidized. We are so back right now. We are doing this thing. Where was the? Oh, now I'm in the docs. Oh, I was here. Okay, let's see. Oxidized. Oh, examples. Right. So now I can actually follow the example because I'm using the actual code from the right repo. Okay. So I've got my debug draw plugin. Now I've got to do this. I've got to spawn or despawn effector system. Okay, so let's see. This was the M, so the nav mesh, right? It's good. And then so show nav. So that's how we do it. It's a mutable resource in bevy and withdraw nav mesh. Okay. It would be cool if it was automatically included in the ECS system. Yeah, that'd be sweet. All right. How long am I streaming for? Okay. All right. So let's see. We've got standard materials. Okay. So there is a camera here, but it's like at a weird place. Directional light bundle. Okay. The plane is here. I mean, honestly, if I wanted to get this game out faster, I wouldn't do this weird pathfinding. Like I'm already doing what I didn't want to be doing, like the normal game dev things that I watch. I watch a bunch of devlogs for game devs, and I think, shoot, like they're really going above and beyond here when they don't really have to. Like, so this looks cool and everything, but like it's kind of jank still because my lighting's bad. But like, do I really need this to make it a fun game? I don't know. I mean, maybe I should just do a diagonal plane, right? And then I could use my little low poly guys here and then get him to push it, you know? Because even that in itself is like really, it's like really going to be quite difficult. His feet aren't even on the gravity's not even working on this guy. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. If this works, then it'll be all right. But if it doesn't work, I might just do a diagonal solid plane and see how that looks. Okay, so thin wall. Okay, let's see. Spawn or despawn effector system. Okay, so I think I'm supposed to do this. So here's a bundle. And there's like a mesh with cuboid or something. But I'm not really... Oh, that's because of the rectangle that I was bringing in, right? So let's see. This nav mesh effector. Oh, only entities with a nav mesh effector component will contribute to the nav mesh. Okay. So we'll put nav mesh effector in on my mountain, right? Oh, I have to do it on everything. Okay, so let's put it on the mountain and we'll see. And we'll do this too, just so I could show the mesh. Let's do it. All right, so path plugin, add plugin's good. And then this, we want to do like a system. And we want to do it on update, I think. Is that what they're doing here? Yeah. Okay, so I guess you, on every single frame, you're doing this, which is insane to me. But whatever. I am learning a ton from the web, though. Like, I'm sort of thinking about ECS. Like, how could I use this to make the web better, you know? All right, so we'll do nav mesh effector on my game scene. So when I do my setup here, or when I do my setup. Oh, I need to change this because this is, oh, I see. So I need to actually bring this in. So let's do nav mesh on this. Nav mesh effector. And then we'll come down here. Whoops. We'll come down here and we'll do this one. Yeah, the hero probably shouldn't, right? We'll just do that there. What am I missing? Oh, right. Okay, and then we'll just show it all the time, right? I don't want to hit M to show it. Okay. Yeah. Where was it? This right here. Oh, it is on. I'm actually turning it off. It's on to begin with. Okay, perfect. So I think that's it. I don't even need to do this, right? I don't even need to do this thing, right? Perfect. Oh my Gosh, if I could just get there, with this keyboard. Ugh. Also, yes, I mapped K to a thing. So the nav mesh stuff is on, but it didn't really do anything. It's great. It's great. Exactly what I wanted to see. It not doing anything. So what if I... Not Blender. It's probably my from agent and bounds. Helper function with reasonable defaults from the size of your nav agent and bounds of your world. Okay, let's look at the example again. If I look at some of these magic numbers, so the directional light is here. And then if I look at this, it's 50-50. And then what did they use for the mesh effector though, right? 250 is what? World half? And the bottom bound is what? The bottom bound is... I feel like I'm doing a good job with the uhs and the ums. Just gotta keep it up. Okay, this is scaled, but still. Okay. Let me read the README again. Attach an nav mesh effector and a collider that implements the oxidized collider trait to any entity you want to affect the nav mesh. At this point, will be automatically generated when the collider glow over any. Okay. Okay. So I've got the draw plugin too. If I go over to my app, I added my. I added the path plugin. Okay, perfect. But maybe the path plugin needs to come before the physics plugin, right? Is that what I'm looking at there? In the example, I think that's what I'm looking at. Yeah, I might have to back out of this whole mountain thing because I thought I could get this to work, but it's definitely adding a ton of time. Time is money, Time is money. Okay. Toggle on that mesh system. I mean, I guess what I could do is take this, right? What is music's getting me down a little bit. Maybe we'll do some non-copyright. We'll do some non-copyrighted music, right? Let's see. There we go. All right. Whoops. Okay. A little hyper pop, Okay. Okay, so we'll just show. Oh my gosh. Show. And we don't need this one. I really like this. And then we'll just do this. True. Right? Can we do that once on startup though? I guess I can do it on update, right? We'll just set it to true repeatedly. Looks about right. Dang, I don't see anything. Do I not have the debug thing? All right, that's it. This is too advanced for me. I can't do it. Skill issues. All right, how do I replace this with just a plane? Let's just put a regular plane in here. Maybe I can texture it to make it look a little nicer. We're just gonna add a plane. I believe in you. No, man, I'm way out of my depth on this one. I want to come back to this, but it's not doing what I thought it would do. Although I don't even know how to come up with these numbers. Maybe I'll think about this some more, but yeah, for now we're just gonna replace the mountain with a rectangle. Let's see. How do we draw this rectangle? Plane? Perfect. Meshes. Where did meshes come from? Oh shoot. It's actually okay. Primitives rectangle from size. Perfect. Let's just take this. Oh, it has a cuboid collider. Could you do planes for collision only? Oh, like invisible? Shoot. Shoot, El Gringo. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. But honestly, well, we'll add it. We'll add it here, right? Well, like an invisible thing, right? Is that what you're saying? Up the mountain? Shoot. Yeah. There's got to be a better way to get it to more tightly do physics on each of the little low poly things though, right? All right, let me so the rock has a collider, the hero doesn't, but this does, right? You know, it might be this too. But yeah, we'll leave the nav mesh stuff in there because it's not doesn't seem to be doing anything anyway. So we're gonna add the plane, right? We'll just see how it works. What am I doing? Oops, wrong bit. All right, I've never actually done a mesh, so we'll just see what happens. And we're gonna need bevy. Oh, I don't like the music though. That's what I do in Godot, but I haven't touched 3D nav collision in bevy. Oh, really? Is that what you do? Is that what Godot does? Dude, Godot, I should really I should really get into it. I was thrown off because like GD script, like the editor is front and center, right? And I'm not really like a huge what is primitives? We'll just take this materials. I don't know. It's just I'm just a humble coder, and all I do is think in code. So when you show me a really complicated editor like UI, I'm like, oh my goodness, this is out of control. How do you automate this? All right. So then what do we have here? Primitives. What is primitives? Math primitives. Shoot, man. There's your problem. Ugh. All right. Oh, whoops. Let's actually check for like a problem, right? Oh, it doesn't like that. Oh, yeah, of course. Okay, it's gonna be Shift F back to this. All right. All right. It doesn't work. What is lurk? I don't even know what lurk is. What is lurk? What is that? I could use Rust and Godot if I wanted to stay on theme. On theme. Dude, the thing about Rust, it's a sunk cost. All right. I don't know if you know about sunk costs, but I learned Rust. I'm going to keep. Oh, wow. Look at that. Oh, shoot. I saw something with the mesh. Dang. I actually really like the green, though. All right. Let's see. How is this working? It's very green. It's very, very green. So let's see. Rectangle from size 50-50. Okay. So the rectangle clearly. Let's actually zoom out on this. Oh wow. It puts it straight in the. Oh, I see. Oh, and you can see the mesh here too. No wonder the mesh isn't working. The boulder goes right through the mesh. So I have to tilt the mesh this way. Okay. Wow. Look at all the things you learn when you can see it visually, right? Sunk cost is real. Oh, it's so real. I learned Rust. I'm gonna use it for everything. Okay. But I do like Rust though. Like honestly, when I read that, when I read that high level Rust article, I do like Rust a lot. Yeah. Like it's just there's not another language that you can do high performance computing in and games and web and the list goes on, right? And it's just really like cargo. It's hard to. It's weird. So the light comes from this angle. It comes from this angle, and since there's no light on the back here, there's no color on this plane. That's so weird. Okay. Well, okay. Now we can see the mesh, and you know what? Honestly, it's looking pretty good. So I think if I tilted the mesh, right? But yeah, let's just do the plane. Let's tilt the plane. Let's tilt the plane instead. So here's the material, transform identity. So transform identity. I had not seen that. What is this? Yeah, 0, 0, 0, right? And no rotation and no scale. Oh, scale 1. Oh, perfect. Okay. So I actually gave this a collider too, right? What if I throw the rock at the okay. What if I throw the rock at the thing? I wonder what it would do. I saw that it went through the mesh. What if I throw the rock in a different direction? So this is X. So it's dropping from 10. And so if I wanted to go, I need to go into the Z, right? So I need to give it a angular velocity in the Z direction, right? So we'll try this. Good Lord. Cargo's unmatched. Yeah. Oh, that didn't do anything. Now it just rotated. That's all it did. Let's so the gravity is not what I wanted. Oh, I see. Okay, we have to actually move. Let's move the mesh. Let's not throw the rock because I don't know how to actually throw it that direction. I just gave it an angular velocity. Can I give it a velocity? Is that possible? Linear velocity. Oh, shoot. Okay, let me see. Can I do this? Is it just what is it? Oh, it's a stroke with the vector. Okay, perfect. Let's see. So we can do this. We'll give it the angular. I don't care that it rotates. I don't really care. Let's just do something like this, right? There we go. All right. So now I have an angular. I have it going in the Y direction, but I don't really want to. I want to give it a linear in the Z direction. Perfect. But yeah, cargo is unmatched. Yeah, Leptos is pretty good. Okay. So it went slightly. Oh, you know what? Let's can I just redo this over and over? Can I run this over and over again? Maybe after some time, possibly. Can I rerun the rock over and over again? I wish I knew more. I'm so early still. I wish I could do more stuff. So let's put it negative in the Z direction. Let's see what that does. Because I really would love to run this over and over again without restarting the stupid thing. But yeah, just doing my best, doing my best here. Wait, hold on, pause. There goes the rock. Okay, but I don't think it actually went that far, right? Okay, let's do this. Okay, it definitely hit further on the thing, but it didn't do the thing. How do I wonder if I can open it in the editor. Like, I wonder if I can just open it in the editor. What is default? Editor window placement? Because I have to like press pause to do it. Yeah, I wonder if there's a way. Is there a new window? Oh, there's a lot here. We'll just keep it default. I really gotta learn this stuff though. Okay, let's go back to the game scene. But yeah, Leptos, it is good. Dioxys is also good, but I think a lot of people don't like Dioxys because of RSX, which is really just such a superficial thing to like not have happen, you know, it's like it's not good. All right, let's see. Pause. Oh, shoot! It went through the plane. It just went right through it. That's all it did. Okay, well, it's not really what I wanted to do. Yep, there it goes. And I saw it hit the mesh, but yeah, it definitely didn't collide with anything else. I'll tell you that much. There's also a bunch of warnings, which I don't really care about at this point. Okay, so how do I get... Oh, you know what? Because the plane doesn't have a rigid body, right? It has a collider, but it doesn't have a static. Oh, it seems fine to you? Okay, yeah. I mean, me too. The reason they did it is because it's cross-platform, right? It's like a Flutter situation and not like a web situation. But a lot of people they have a sunk cost on HTML. And when you try to make HTML not look like HTML, people, they freak out, you know? Oh, come on. This is a rigid body static, right? Oh, you know what? The collider's probably wrong. Because I have a rectangle and I have a cuboid collider. Creates a collider with a cuboid shape defined by its extents. I should probably learn what an extent is. Let's see. Collider. What other colliders do we have? Sphere, ball, cuboid, cylinder, capsule, half space, segment, tri-mesh, convex decomposition. Good lord. What is a tri-mesh? A triangle mesh? What's a half space? The outward normal of its planar. We gotta do some reading on this. What is a round cuboid? Okay. Sphere, radius. Okay. What is it? What is a cuboid? Lots of people don't like stepping outside their comfort zones. Yeah. Look at what I'm doing here, right? It's not good. Let's see. Cuboid. The frick is a cuboid? In geometry, a cuboid is a quadrilateral face convex hexahedron, a polyhedron with 6 faces. Can we look at it? Is this a cuboid? No, this is a cube. So a cuboid is a quadrilateral hexahedron. So example of a quadrilateral face hexahedron with 8. Okay. So I'm guessing a cuboid is just a cube, right? But I don't really want this to be a cube. I want this collider to be, so you give it a scalar, a y, and a z. What if I just gave it this? What if I just gave it everything? Would the rock actually hit it? Oh man, just trial and error in here, you know? I think I missed it. Shoot. I wonder how I can, let's see if I can just get this to run over and over again. Let's see, because I'm starting it here, but what I really want to do is get my rock out of a query, and I want to rerun it, right? After some time, I think. Or maybe I'll rerun it if I press a button like M or something. Maybe let's do that. Let's actually combine this thing. Let's combine this thing. Oh wait, what am I doing? Oops. Yeah, let's do this. We'll do this as like a key thing. Key code, right? This is like key input, right? And then this is, we don't want to clear this. I don't want to change this actually. We'll just make a new one. There we go. Okay, let's do rerun, restart rock, right? There we go. Because I really don't want to redo this over and over again. I kind of want to see it. Key code. Okay. I feel like I learned something today in the last 2 hours, but yeah. I gotta get going pretty soon. Key, we'll just call it key input again, right? Get rid of this, get rid of this. Don't need that. We'll just say if key input just pressed. We'll do key M. Oops. Key M? Yeah. Is this bevy? Yeah, this is bevy. Bad cop. What's up? And then we'll just do something like this, right? We don't want this. We don't want this whole thing, actually. We're just going to get rid of all that. And then I think what I want to do is I want to reposition the rock. So I think what I need to do is have a query here that's like rock query, and we do like a colon here, query, and then we'll say like transform possibly, right? Or we're going to make it mutable. A mutable transform, right? And then this is going to be like an entity. And then this is here because that's a tuple. And then we'll do, actually we need this too, because this is going to be this. And then we have to say with rock, right? This is going to be amazing if this works. That means I actually learned something from tutorial hell. Okay, so rock is my component. And so if I go to my spawn scene, you can see here that I tagged rock when I loaded this thing here. So here I do this command spawn thing, and I load this scene bundle that I got from Poly Pizza. And here you can see that rock is here, right? Along with all the rest of this madness, rock is right here. And that's how I identify it, right? So in Bevy, you do this like query thing, and you just transform entity thing. So this tuple can be huge, and you can do multiple queries. Poly Pizza is my favorite. Yeah, I've been doing heavy game dev research. Okay, I came to the conclusion that there's two types of games that are hot or that you can make money with on Steam: horse simulators and roguelike deck builders. I don't know how much money you can make. I guess it depends on the quality of your game, but at least those are the ones that like sell pretty good. So here we'll if you press this key, we'll get this rock query, we'll get this rock out, right? We actually just want the transform. So this is going to give me a tuple of something. So this is the transform of the rock, and then we don't really care about the entity, but we do want it to be an entity. So rock query, and there's only one rock. So in Bevy, you can just go single, right? Mute, and then that'll just give you the transform now. And this needs to be mutable, I guess, right? And this might need to be mutable. Let's just make everything mutable, right? Okay, so this, it doesn't like that. We'll do this, right? Because that's not mutable, right? There we go. Okay. So now we can do a transform dot, and then we'll bring it back to the spawn, right? It was, what was the original? Okay, this was the original. Okay, but we actually want to change we want this to be transform, and I'll just set this, right? Dude, this keyboard. Let me just hit there we go. Okay. L, just L. All right, so let me see. It doesn't like this. Transform dot. Do I have to do with translation possibly? Oh, I have to do translation. Right, there we go. Oh, what's happening? Oh yeah, of course. Okay, there we go. We'll get there. All right, I learned something. Okay, tutorial hell, it's not all bad, All right, so come over here, we'll do setup, and then we'll do this rock, restart rock. This is the moment of truth right here. I don't even know if this is going to work. So if I hit the M key, it should reset the rock to where it was before, right? All right, let's see. Okay, let's pause this real quick, zoom out, right? Okay. How did I not see the rock, though? It's not doing anything. Wait, why is my mesh way up here? Yeah, it's definitely not working. cool. Let's go to restart rock here. Am I looking at this rock? If just pressed M, change the transform with the rock. Freaking A. Honestly didn't even see the rock to begin with, though. That might be a problem. Oh, you know what? The velocity's too fast. That's what it is. It's too fast. This linear velocity is too fast. Let's do like a 0.4 or something so we can actually like see it. There's your problem. Shoot. Why did my mesh move? What did I do to this thing? Let's actually go back to the mesh here. Mesh effector on the nav mesh effector. It's here too? On the plane here? Oh, right. Because I said it. I set this to 25 like a dummy. What if I just set this to 0 again? Did I press M? I did press M. Actually, did I press M? I don't. Oh, shoot! It's on the thing. The boulder is on the thing. It's on the mesh. It's actually working. Oh my goodness! I am so excited by this. I don't know what I did. Like, what did I do? Oh, this is intense. I love this. Okay, so it does work. It actually does work. So that means I can just I can tilt my mesh onto the mountain and have the boulder roll down. But then I can have an invisible mesh around the edges and have the boulder stop at the end of this path. So when I push the boulder up, it'll come back down. Just like Sisyphus, you know? Collision, yeah, heck yeah. Let's see, if I press M? Oh, shoot, if I press M, it works too. Oh, dude. I am a gate. Oh no. Oh, no. Wait, am I increasing the velocity? Oh, I am increasing the velocity. Shoot. Let me see. How do I get back to the... Oh, there we go. I am increasing the velocity, though. Like, if I hit this... Yeah. This is really satisfying, though. I really love this. If I keep hitting M, somehow it gets faster. And I don't really know why it gets faster. It's very strange. Yeah, seriously. This is incredible. I love this. Okay, let's see. M. Oh, shoot. This rock's going fast now. Oh, man. This thing's not even sticking in the thing. Whew. Because I never reset the velocity? Oh, shoot. Yeah, you're right. Is that what it is? Let me see. What did I do? Let's see. Oh, I didn't reset the velocity. You're right. How do I reset the velocity? Oh, so now I need to actually do another query, right? I need to add something to my tuple here. And I need to actually change the linear velocity to something else, right? So I need to get this linear velocity out, right? So we'll do, can I do this? Linear, oh shoot, this keyboard. Linear velocity. Okay, let's see. Can I make this mutable as well? Okay, cool. So then I got vel, right? We got vel here, which is mutable. All right, what is wrong with this? Why is this not good? Oh, because of this. Okay, perfect. And then we could just say vel. Can I just reset it though? Linear velocity is going to be, what is it? Where is it? Where is it linear? This is my rock, right? Oh, right here. Okay, so this is just a, can I just do this? Can't do that. What is this? Mutably borrowed? Oh no. What was the problem? Mismatched types? Oh, maybe it just needs to be a vec. Shoot. What if I don't make it mutable? What is expected? Consider dereferencing? Oh, someone just said, you said, there it is. I dereference. All right, let's see. Let's try it. I'm going to laugh if this thing just crashes. All right. So let's see. We'll zoom out a little bit. Okay, so it's definitely working. There's a lot of warnings, but I don't care because I'm so excited by this. I'm so excited by this working. Okay, let's see. We're gonna. Oh, dude, sweet, total control. Although look at that angular velocity. I'm not resetting the angular velocity, so it keeps. It keeps. It looks good to me. Dude, I love this. Look at the mesh. Look at this cool mesh thing. This is incredible. I love this. I love this so much. I'm never going back to web. Okay. The web, I'm done with the web. Okay. We're done with the web. Yeah, this is sweet. Okay. So I don't actually need this plane anymore. So I wonder if I can change the bounds of this so that I wonder if I can add another plane here so that the rock sort of stays in like a cube, right? Like I want the rock to stay in a cube. Beautiful boulder. Yeah, I got it from Poly Pizza. Yeah. Let's see. Is this interface with Hierarchy Inspector new in Bevy? Don't remember of that. Yeah. So Kevin, welcome. This is a crate. So I got all this. Like I'm just in tutorial hell. I don't know what I'm doing, but I got all of this from Foxtrot, the Foxtrot template. It really is good for game jams, I guess, right? So yeah, it here, hold on. So the editor is one line of code, which is really cool. It's bevy editor please crate. And you put this in your code. You just come over here to main and you just put that. And then it shows you all the entities and it'll do like it'll show you the wireframes and debug settings and like you can speed up the game, right? And you can like pause time and stuff. So like if I hit M and then I like pause time, it should pause. Oh, but it didn't actually pause. Okay, cool. Never mind then. Oh, because I'm not tying it to time. But if I did do a resource that was time, then it would work. But yeah, so it's really cool. Yeah, this plane, it's definitely interesting that the mesh is working now. Because I'm not actually sure what I did differently, but I have to figure that out. So we'll go over to. Oh, I gotta stop streaming. But yeah, this actually is not bad. Let me get rid of the ugly plane and see if it still works. I'm not even sure what I did here. Like I'm not even sure if this mesh is working because of or if the pathfinding is working because of this. We'll see. Okay, let's see. Oh shoot. Yeah, definitely don't see the mesh anymore. That's so weird. Okay, so I actually need a mesh. Like I need this in here to get it to work. So I wonder if I change the transform and try to rotate it a little bit. Let's see if we can do it. From translation. Yeah, let's see if we can just do something. So in the X direction, I kind of want it to be like tilted a little bit. So maybe let's look at it again. In the X direction, I want it to be kind of, what is this slope? Like, I don't even know. So I'm looking, when I start the camera, this asset is rotated 60 degrees, but on the Y axis. So I kind of want the plane to be, oh, you know what? I can just put it in here and we can figure it out. What am I doing? I'm not going to guess like I used to do, right? We can just edit it in the little bevy editor. Yeah, I commented it out, but it's definitely see now it's working again, right? Because I need it. So here, if I open this now and we come over here to this PBR mesh and I can just rotate this thing, right? Oh, I see. The mesh is not tied to the Oh, it is tied. Look at that. And it's like it's like for some reason it's at 90 degrees off, and I don't really know why. So if I rotated this, which I don't even know how to do. Let's see. Can I do this in the bevy editor? No, I don't think I can do this. I don't think I can change the orientation of the plane. Can I? No, I can't. Okay. I need the mesh to be changing here. We need to be changing this mesh. Okay. Because if I change it to be, let's see, rectangle from size 50, materials, transform identity. Let's just change it so that it's we'll just do vec3, and then we'll keep this the same. Oh, I do want to actually flip it on the y though. Well, the y it will be the same, and the z will be the same, but we'll change the x to like 50 or something. I don't know. We'll do something crazy. Let's see what it looks like. Oh my gosh, if I could do this stupid thing. Oh, hello. It doesn't. Oh, right. This is from translation, right? And everything else should be the same. No, it's definitely not. It's definitely not good. Oh my gosh, I changed the x direction. I didn't change the rotation. Shoot. I need to we'll keep it at 0, but I think what I want to do is say with rotation. And then we've got to say a quat, which I think stands for quarter neon. I don't know how to say it. From rotation X, right? From rotation X, and we'll do a 50-degree rotation. All right, let's try that. Quarter pounder with cheese? Yeah, exactly. Okay, so now the mesh has changed a little bit. Oh, shoot. The whole thing is rotated. Wait, the rock's going off the side. Oh, no. Okay, so it did work. So if I drop the rock, yeah, it's definitely not going well. I want it to be in the opposite direction. Actually, no, this is closer to what I wanted, right? Wait, not blender. Yeah, you know what? I have to keep going. That's what it is, right? Quarter onion? Quarter neon? How do you say it? How do you say quarter neon? I've seen it before. Okay, I was in college at one point. Let me see. Quarter neon? How do you say it? Oh my gosh, how to pronounce? Good lord. Quaternion? Is it a quat? Oh, why am I saying quarter? It is a quat, right? Quat? How to pronounce? I put an R in there. I don't know why I did that. That was dumb. Is it gonna do it?
Quaternion or quaternion.
Quaternion. All right, fine. Whatever. Okay, whatever. It's a quarter pounder with cheese. Okay? All right, it's a quarter. Okay. Let's just keep going here. 50? We'll do like a 70. We'll do like a 90. Let's see what it looks like. All right, let's see. What does it look like here? Oh, wow. That's I can barely even see this stupid thing. Where's the boulder? Oh, because the light. Oh, the light's not at the right angle. Wow, that's crazy. Okay, well, it's not really quite what I wanted. You know what? I gotta rotate in the y direction by 60. Can I do multiple from rotation? With y? Can I do that? Again, do I just do a mutable quat here? Is that what I do? Let mute quat equals quat from. Whoa, no. My keyboard. We'll just take this, right? We'll move this back up here. Oh my gosh. I want to go fast, but I can't do it with the keyboard. I'm still if only I didn't switch from my Apple Magic Keyboard. Q dot. Ooh, do we want to conjugate? We definitely don't want to conjugate. Q dot. There's no way to like just change the XYZ. I can't see the because it's being culled. Oh, is that what it is? I thought it was because of the lighting. How do I do multiple rotations? From X creates a new rotation quat. This should generally not be called manually unless you know what you were doing. Okay, I definitely don't want to do that. Check it. It's normalized. Vec4 creates a new rotation from a 4D vector. Does not check if it's normalized from Y around the Y-axis. From Euler creates a quat from the Euler rotation and the angles. Maybe this is what I want. I think I want from Euler. Is there an example? What is this? Oh, I see. We'll do XYZ, right? Intrinsic 3-axis rotation. Good Lord. Just give me the thing. You know? Just give me the thing. All right, let me see. Euler rot XYZ. And then we could is ABC XYZ, is that what it is? I want Euler. Bad cop. Are you? I can't tell if you're being genuine or not. Let's see. One. We'll do. What am I doing? 90. Or we'll do 70, 75, 100%. Okay. All right. I still can't tell. If you said 1%, then I'd be like, okay, this is real. Let me see. We'll just do 0, right? 0, and we'll see how that works, right? You know, I make games. I know, but I can't tell if you're trolling me or not. That's what I'm saying. Okay. It doesn't like that it's mutable. It doesn't need to be mutable, right? Yeah. Okay, let's see. When have I ever trolled? Are you serious? Are you serious right now? All right. Okay, so there's the... Oh, it got caught. Oh, it's going down. It's going down the other side. There it goes. All right, let's start it again. Let's see. Okay, cool. This isn't actually... I don't know why it's at a 90-degree angle from the plane, but I guess I have to like inverse what I'm trying to match this up with the mountain. But we'll rotate it by 60. We'll rotate it by 60 on the Y, right? And then I guess like we'll just do something different. You are reformed. You've been following what's it? Aaron Francis. Are you trying hard? Are you doing you're just being a genuine poster? Oh wow, that's not what I wanted at all. Okay, so this is definitely wrong, right? This is not good at all. This is not looking good. It's going straight off the map. Oh my gosh. All right. Okay, let's see. Let me think about this. So I need to change the if it's not it's like at a T or whatever. Radians, by the way. Oh, it's radians. I don't know about the radians. Shoot, is that what it says? Oh, it says in radians. Oh, you're right. Shoot. All right. Let's do what's radian. How do I convert radians to degrees? Right? That's what we got to do here. We'll do, okay, so 1 radian is about 60 degrees. Okay, so if 360 degrees is what? Everyone makes that blunder at least once. Too rad. Yeah, it's too rad. 360 degrees to radians. Okay. Freaking A. Multiply by pi. We'll just have a I can't believe Bevy doesn't have a I can't believe that Bevy math does not have a radian degree to radian function. There's no way. Yeah, that's what I was there's got to be one, right? Deg to is that what you call it? No. Degree? Good lord. All right, fine. We'll just go down here. We'll do fn deg to rad, right? Oh, freaking A. Can I just get this from somewhere else? Do I really have to fumble through this like a dummy? Dude, I can barely type on this thing. I don't know why I bought this thing. Oh. Oh, perfect. Is that what it is? Did they stick it on F32? Oh. Oh. But I want I need 0 dot. We'll just do this. Let x equals this. Oh, this is we need to be an F32. And then we say x dot 2 radians, right? Oh, perfect. Oh, perfect. Perfect. 2 radians. Perfect. Oh, amazing. That's exactly what I wanted. All right, so we'll just do 0 dot 2 radians. Oh, but now I can't use oh, now I actually have to have types for this. That's a bummer. That's a bummer. Okay, let's see. So we'll do X, Y, Z, right? Man, why did game developers do this to themselves? Okay? Why are we doing this? What's happening? Why can't we make this easier? Like, why would you use radians? And then we'll just do 0, right? 0 is 0, right? Stop thinking in degrees. No. 0 is 0. Okay, thank goodness. They are a social construct. Oh my gosh. All right, here we go. Y is going to be 60. There we go. All right, so now we'll try it, right? Oh. All right. All right. Is it assuming float 64? Yeah, it is. It was assuming float 64. I mean, I guess I could do the literal. I could still do the literals, right? I could just do F32, right? 150.0 F32, right? We could just do that instead. Yeah, we'll just do that. 60. All right, I don't even think I need to do the dot anymore, do I? If it's just it'll understand, or do I have to do the dot still? Oh, okay. Oh, perfect. Perfect. All right. I gotta get going though. It's already pretty late. Okay, so that is still doing. Okay, so where is the plane? Oh no. Oh no. Almost, right? Kind of. But it's still opposite. It's still at like this weird angle. So I guess like I should probably figure out why this nav mesh effector is at like an opposite angle of the. It must be like some normal situation, like, oh, like you have to do a normal something or other. Just do 5. No, no. We'll do radians. Learn your unit circle. Look, I haven't done that. Okay, I have to. I do. I should learn that. I should learn that. Look, I can't believe all this math is involved. This is insanity. Okay, this is insanity. All right, I'm not in school anymore. All right, I became a web developer because I'm a chronic underachiever. Okay, that's why I became a web developer. All right, don't take that away from me. Okay, let me see. I went from electrical engineering to web development for that reason, but now I'm back. Now we're back in it. Okay, so if I change the X rotation to, okay, so if I look at this again, let's look at this one more time. If I look at this again, and this is the thing that it comes up with, this strange plane thing, and so it's at like an X. So I have to now, I'm rotated 150 on the X. I need to be rotated this way. So maybe we'll just do negative 150, right? Game dev is all math. I know. I just had to get back into it, honestly. I'm not bad at math. I just haven't done it, right? Can you make the computer do the math instead? Yes. That's... Oh, no. It just totally missed the plane. Okay, what am I looking at here? Oh, you know what? We're actually getting there. We're kind of getting there now. We're kind of getting there. I need to add a bunch of these. Is it possible to add these dynamically? Like, can I add stuff to... Can I add more meshes to the thing? I don't think I can. Oh, there's a plus button. Oh. Render layers? Oh, PBR bundle. Oh my gosh, I just added another one. Did I add another one? I did add another one. Oh, I added as a child of that one, though. I wish I could rotate it. Okay, what if I added as a child a window? Whoops. I don't see how I can try the handle to rotate. Let me see. Oh wait, what's this blue? No. It just gives me this weird thing, which I don't really know what it is. I wonder if I can make it a cube. I probably can. What is 4 numbers and it makes no sense? Like where you see in a sci-fi novel? Quad? Yeah, I know. It's changing it, and I think I added one, but I can't even see it. I don't think I actually did anything. I think it's just me rotating the thing. And now that I've ruined this, because I can't even see my plane anymore, I honestly can't even see it anymore. It's sad. It's very sad. Okay, yeah, I definitely cannot see my plane anymore. I'm gonna have to restart this because I ruined it. Is the thing labeled 3D pan? Yeah, it is a button. Yeah. Yeah, so that rock definitely... Whoops. Yep. It's definitely not... So I have 2 layers of physics now. I have the one layer that's on top of the mountain. So all of the polygons on the mountain, which now also my light is ruined. Because so this 3D pan orbit, yeah, it's 3D free, I guess, right? So I can like look around. And then there's like 2D pan zoom, which is not going to help me because it's in 3D. And then I could do pan orbit, right? So that's what I was doing before. So this mesh doesn't even reach the end. So when the rock tries to hit this, oh, okay. I'm definitely not in a good space here. I'm definitely not looking good. So we're gonna call this stream. But if you notice though, the light source is here, I think. Or the camera. This is the camera. This like weird, this like strange floating circle is the camera. And the light is coming from this direction. And so, oh, the light's coming from this direction. So the light is coming from up top and it's shining down this way. And so I have this plane here and it's cutting off the light. So now everything over here is in darkness, but it would be in darkness, but I have an ambient light because I'm just randomly trying things to see what looks good. So if I have an ambient light here that's a brightness 2000, right? Turn off shadow casting for the quad. Bad cop, I don't know what you just said, okay? I don't understand what that means. Okay, let's go back to you're talking about this. This is my quad, right? You're talking about this?
Hello, Peter.
Plus 69. Welcome. The plane is a quad, not a plane. Okay. I mean, it's a. Why would they comment it as plane though? Right? Why would they comment it as a plane? All right, let me see. Okay, how do I turn off? Is it possible to even do that? Is it in here possibly? Is it a let's see. So here's it's a material mesh bundle that is a standard material. Global transform visibility, inherited visibility. So maybe we turn off the visibility, right? It should be extracted for rendering. Maybe we just turn off visibility. Maybe we just go false, right? Planes are infinite. Okay, fine. Fine. It's not a plane. It's a quad because it ends. Oh my gosh, visibility is an enum. Dude. There's multiple levels of skill issues happening here. Okay, so now the plane is invisible, right? But I've rotated it in such a way that it doesn't catch the thing. So this is when I go, okay, I'm just gonna get rid of this mountain scene, even though I really liked it and it was cool, because I need multiple pathfinding situations, and it's definitely working in some respect, but the quad, if I just get rid of this mountain and I just have the quad, it'll be better, right? I can add this component to the quad. I can add this component to the quad. What in the world? Have you never programmed? You've never programmed bevy? You're in here. Bevy PBR. Not Shadowcaster. Jeez. I got a lot of learning to do. We got a lot of learning to do, okay? Yeah, that worked. Backhop, why don't you just make this game? Why don't you make this game, okay? You just make it, all right? All right, so that works. Okay, so let's just get rid of this mountain. Honestly, I just want the rock to move across this plane. I like Godot. All right, fine. Maybe I should look at Godot again. I don't know. Maybe I should look at Godot. I feel like I might be able to move faster, maybe. But I really love Rust. Bevy is cool. Yeah, Bevy is cool. It's very cool. The query thing is really cool. What, I'm too dumb? You're too dumb. I'm too dumb. All right, let me see. We'll get rid of the mountain, I think. Where's my mountain? What is this weird jazz music? We'll get rid of my mountain. Right? We'll get rid of it. And then we'll just have the identity thing on that transform again. Right? Hello. Dude, unbelievable. All right, so now the mountain's gone. And we'll bring back we'll just put this back with no rotation. No quats. None of this. We'll just comment this out, and then we'll do this. And we'll come in here. Identity. Look, I really love Bevy because I just want it to be more code. Godot is like the editor is everything. And I'm not good at like UI, complicated UIs. I'm only good at like programming. So, okay, so now we can see that the mountain is gone. So now it's less confusing. I don't know what this yellow circle is now. I think that might be the light source. I think this actually might be the light source. What is this, camera? Oh, that's the okay, so this is the camera, right? Oh, I can move the camera. So if I move the camera and I go back to this to play. Oh my gosh, I did not know I could move the camera. Why am I saying it like that? Camera. Oh my gosh, this is incredible. Okay, so then we got directional light. Oh, that is a light source. It is in the middle. Okay, so I can move the light source over here, I guess. Okay. I wish I could save. There's probably a way to save your editor settings in like a .ron file, and I bet you can move super quick. I have to think about this. But I still have my ambient light, so you can't almost hardly tell. Like the shadows aren't even changing. The editor doesn't have to be everything. It just depends how you use it. Oh, okay. Like I'm too dumb for Godot because I open up Godot and I go, what in the world is this? I'm like tying things to sprites or something. I'm like tying bits of code to sprites. Ambient light is not positional. Yes, I know. Been using Godot for years. It was actually pretty easy to pick up. I tend to make most of my code in C++, but GDScript is nice and convenient too. Yeah, and the fact that it was a different programming language also threw me off because I was kind of like, I don't know. Okay, so let's just move this down a little bit. I really got to go though. What? 2.5 hours? Okay. My wife's going to be like, what in the world? All right. I got to go. Who's streaming? But I do want to see if I can get this to work. Godot Rust. All right. See you later. Let's see who's streaming because I want to raid somebody because I never raid. Happy Friday to you too. Teach is live? I always raid Teach. All right, we'll raid him. Let's bring him up first though. Godot Rust, we're gonna start this first. Okay. I still really like Bevy. I think it's so simple but it gives you like a lot of stuff. I really like it. And the fact that there's like that little editor there is really cool. I just have to figure out how to do the editor and like save it back as like a scene file, and then I could sort of like get scenes working. I think it might work. But yeah, Bevy. Is it DV? What is it? DV? Is that what it is? Yeah.
Did we not get this at all? Console, log, view, and position. Okay.
ECS is very satisfying. Yeah. Just don't invent your own
Loaded,
ECS.
True. Line 58.
Oh yeah, no, bad
yeah,
cop.
that
It's
seems
gonna
good.
take
Character 0.
There's no way. It's gonna take me years to get like in web dev. I'm always just messing around because it's so simple that I could like do crazy proc macros and all that stuff. But yeah, like there's no way in games that I'll be able to make an engine ever. Like it would take me 20 years of game development to make an engine. There's no way I'll even be doing it that long. I don't think. So I'm always just gonna use crates. I'm not gonna try to do anything crazy like I do with the web. All right, let's see. Which is why I kind of like games too, because I really want to make games. Like I don't want to make game engines. I just want to make games. Okay, let me see.
Oh my goodness.
Let's raid.
This dot submit this input value.
Based, yeah. Yeah. Well, I want to make money from games, but yeah, mostly games. But I do want to like target, because I don't play games, so I can just whatever people want, I want to make.
Oops.
So if they're buying a bunch of stuff on Steam
ML?
that's in a genre, I will switch.
Okay, nice. So we got this again, and we got the before and after, and we actually generated this,
fun.
and we actually get
I'll
this
be back
file
next week.
Should be able to say, let's
probably on
print
Tuesday,
and line.
probably.
Wow.
I want to make money or make money
we
from
go
games
back to
specifically. I
here,
want to make money from games
And then we
specifically.
say
That's
update.
that's what I want to do.
Neovin things
I don't
here,
want to
and
do
then
like
we
a
get this.
drop shipping
Nice.
thing. There's probably easier ways.
Okay, so that's actually not
There's
so
a
bad.
lot of easier ways.
You know
to
what I
make money.
mean?
But
Like
yeah,
that's
good
a
luck,
pretty
I know.
okay workflow.
I'm not gonna
I
make
feel
any
like
money. It's
of
sad.
getting those
It's sad.
included.
But yeah, I don't know. Maybe
I
I'll
don't
just
know why
find a
it
niche
sets my
inside of
view
like
so
Steam
weirdly.
stats or something.
Right? Does it
Like
still
marketing
if I
for
go
game developers? I'll make some courses or something. I don't know. Maybe there's
include, and
a
we
way that I
say,
could be
oops,
game adjacent,
include,
but still make games,
or
but
generate,
still
I mean.
make money.
for the file like C or something like this, right? Why does it put my cursor way up here?
All right.
I don't know that one.
I'll see you later.
I
Bye.
don't know that one.